This is the WYZE Bulb Color. And this would make it like, what, the 347th WYZE product we've seen here on this channel in 2021 alone. But I'll tell you straight up, guys, if you're looking for a feature-packed and budget-friendly alternative to the Philips Hue or the Casa smart bulb system, and you just want to change your room from looking like this to this, then look no further. This then is the quick review of the WYZE Bulb Color. Let's do it after these messages. Now, before we jump into the positives, I want to point out that most color bulbs are made about the same. They all roughly have that same 60 million colors, roughly the same amount of kelvins and power consumption, and they all have app support of some kind. So it's really down to brand loyalty or preference at the end of the day. But this is where I think the WYZE bulb stands out. Say, when you compare this, and the first positive is when you compare this with the Philips Hue or the Casa smart bulb system, the price of one of those bulbs can get you a 2-pack of these, and this is really where it stands out. And also, they can't match it on color accuracy as well as maximum output or lumens. The next positive is all about control, especially through the WYZE app. So if you're on a power trip, or if you just like to customize and pair your different bulbs together like this and create scenes for when you wake up or go to bed, or if you're on vacation, or if you just want to party and jam and change colors around the room, this is it. I just love the amount of control. Sure, easy setup is one thing, and all the other bulbs, just like my previous point, everybody has an app and setup is pretty much straightforward. But at the end of the day, it's all about customization and the amount of control, and the WYZE app offers that in spades. At this point, we've seen quite a lot of the WYZE app's main screen, so I'm not going to talk about it here, except right here in the second row, I'm going to point out how paired color bulbs look like, and I'm going to tap that row, and it'll take you to this customization screen. Now, here I have two bulbs paired in my office/studio, and below each named bulb is the power button toggle switch. Right here, if I tap this, it'll power it on really quickly, and right next to that is the brightness slider. Super convenient stuff right at the top. I really like this. Now, below that is the color wheel of almost infinite color variation, but it's there for you to play with. And then the next tab over, let's go back up here, next tab over next to color is temperature, where you can control the white yellow temperature. Now, WYZE also included some color temperature and color presets down below, and notice that each of the presets show you the color mixture right here at the bottom, like energy and gaming. Now, back below the color wheel right here is scenes, where you can customize and save your favorites or make changes to pre-existing scenes that you've created. So if you want to control individual bulbs in your group, just tap one of the named devices, like right here you see the check mark, and then you can go to town with it, like control each of the different colors and make your own color mixture. It's really, really powerful that way. The gear icon on the top right is where you can edit your group name and which bulbs belong to it. So in this case, I have Office 2 and 3, but I can also add Living Room, for example, to the mix as well. And below that is where you set up schedules and automations with other devices in your WYZE ecosystem. Under Sleep Routines is where you can set your bulb or bulbs to wake you or lull you to sleep, imitating dawn and dusk. And then back out here, the last thing I want to show you is vacation mode. If you turn this on, it will basically, if you're on vacation, it will turn on your lights on and off to look like your home. Alright, as the color in the background indicates, it is time for the negatives. And the first one of all is earlier I mentioned that these bulbs can be paired together to make a set or a scene. But unfortunately, if you own one of the first gen WYZE dimmable bulbs, the white yellow regular temperature bulbs, you can't pair these together. Right now, they're just separate in your home. And I wish, these could have been paired together easily and should have been available at launch. But WYZE apparently is working on it. But the fact that they don't have it right now is a huge miss, and it belongs in the negatives. The next one is the color picking. I really like the amount of colors, the 60 million. But right now, you're given this hue of a dial, and you're supposed to try to find the perfect match by trial and error. Right now I'm trying to match the blue with my bulb, and it's really hard. I don't think I even got the right color yet. So it would have been nice to have some kind of RGB or CMYK palette that you can, or color picker that you can quickly pick colors on. So WYZE, if you're listening to this, just give us that already. And speaking of nice to have, and by the way, my next point is neither negative or positive, it's just something I would like to see, is in the wake up and sleep routines. Because right now you can set the white and yellow color to simulate sunset and sunrise, which makes sense. But what would be nice is some kind of customizable color, especially for younger children who can't tell time. Because they do sell alarms out there that really work for children who can't tell time. Say, for example, the bulb stays red for them to stay in bed, and green tells them that they can wake up and leave the room. So WYZE maybe can consider that too. I think that would be super cool and tug at the heartstrings of parents a little bit more if you can enable that feature, or do think about it. So here are my final thoughts. Besides the WYZE thermostat and the WYZE Cam series or the original WYZE bulb, the WYZE Bulb Color is without doubt one of my favorite products this year from a company that seems to like to throw almost everything onto the market and see what sticks. Don't believe me? Look at their hand vac or their headphones or their smartwatch or the sprinkler system. But that's another story altogether. But here's the deal. The WYZE Bulb Color competes with the other brands by doing one thing really well. By one-upping them in almost every line of the spec sheet, from the max lumens to the color accuracy to the price. And sure, something like, say, the Sylvania Smart Color Bulb undercuts the WYZE by a few dollars. I think it's like $25 for a pair. But even then, it can't match it on the specs. So with all that said, I want to give the WYZE Bulb Color a gear up score of really high 9 out of 10. And this is how I broke it down to get to the final score. If you have any questions about it, feel free to comment down below. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you like this new format. I'm trying to do this 2 episodes per week kind of deal, so comment down below to let me know what you think. I'm gonna see if this is sustainable, but I'm gonna try to do quick reviews and unboxings like that in the beginning of the week, and proper reviews on the usual Fridays. So let me know what you think. And remember, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel and turn on the bell notification icon. That will be super helpful. And if you're financially able to, visit my Patreon page down here where you can buy me a cup of coffee or tea or something, and also do the same with the YouTube applaud button. Remember to thumbs up if you like this video and comment nicely down below. And thumbs down. Thumbs down to crying infants. Yes, crying infants. I mean, their joy and all, I love it. But we just became foster parents to a foster baby, and yeah, unlike regular parenthood where you have 9 months to plan things out and just go from, everything, enjoying everything, to getting slowly ready for a child. Having a foster baby is like, hey, one day you're like, yay, having a party and all, and the next night you're losing sleep and you're wondering where your sex life went. But anyways, that's not really a negative. I love the baby, and it's great to be a foster parent. So thumbs down, but thumbs up to that, and thumbs down to yelling babies and losing sleep. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Thank you so much for watching this. I'll catch you the next time. Remember to do something nice for someone, because the world needs it more than ever, and it starts with you. Peace out. Love you guys.